Your 2016 Southern Conference champions return to the court, led by SoCon Coach of the Year, Matt McCall.
And it's over. Knox win a Southern Conference championship.
I'm so happy for these players, man. They've been through a lot. I couldn't be more proud of this team, and they deserve it.
Chattanooga is home to 11 SoCon regular season titles and 11 tournament championships.
Everything that's happened, the success that we've had this year is because of their togetherness and connectedness, and they deserve everything they get.
It's basketball season in Chattanooga. Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Basketball, hosted by head coach Matt McCall and the voice of the Mocs, Jim Reynolds. Inside Chattanooga Basketball is sponsored by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. FSG Bank, a division of Atlantic Capital. Proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
Welcome to this edition of Inside Chattanooga Basketball. I'm Jim Reynolds. Season winding down for the men's and women's basketball teams as they prepare for the upcoming Southern Conference tournament the first weekend in March in Asheville, North Carolina. On the program today, highlights of the Mocs' road victory over VMI and the game against East Tennessee State from last Saturday. Also, a preview of the UTC softball team. Preview, I know we're already 9 games into the season, but we get ready for the Frost Classic Tournament this weekend. We'll have a look at Frank Reed's softball team. All that and more when Inside Chattanooga Basketball returns in just a moment.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball is sponsored by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies.
delivering all-around excellence in men's and women's collegiate competition. Every division, every sport, the Learfield Directors Cup. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook, find us online and on Twitter. The Learfield Directors Cup.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball is sponsored by Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler.
It's always been my philosophy, you got to do three things well. You got to be able to hit it, you got to be able to pitch it, and you got to be able to play defense. We say if you do two of those three things well, you probably got a good shot at winning. Our defense is good. At times, we've played really, really well, but if you have a downfall, let's say in hitting, you try to work and make it up in your pitching and your defense. The idea thing is we score a lot of runs, which sort of sets the table for the other two. Because if we can score a lot of runs or put runs on the board early, our pitchers can feel a little bit more relaxed. It doesn't matter if they miss a pitch, every so often. The people we got are good enough to win, and they're good pitchers. It's just we have to be able to be a little bit more consistent in that area. Our hitting's coming around. We're hitting pretty, I think right there is what we should be hitting at the first of the year. I see the progress. It doesn't necessarily show reflected in the win-loss column, but we're a much better team this weekend than we were last weekend. It's a battle. It's something that we've done here before. Are we where we want to be? No. Do we like being here? No. Can we get to another place with this team? I think we can. Will it be a little tougher? Maybe, probably. But I think good things in the end can happen.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball is sponsored by FSG Bank, a division of Atlantic Capital, proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
Boy, in their first matchup, a little bit hotter start. Jones from three. Kind of like that. East Tennessee State loves to get to the boards. Pryor off the screen, and there's the tip in from McLean. Dixon drives off balance, got it. Some fun to watch basketball. Nice cut to the rim and the basket. And down low. Dixon all alone underneath and a great pass. Supplementing what he knew were going to be holes in his lineup. Jonathan Burris-Cook with a tip in from Casey Jones. Club like Chattanooga that prides themselves on shutting people down. What a job by Casey Jones. Of the five guys that you think are going to give you the best chance to win, and in basketball, you can move that to 6 or 7, but not much further down the bench than that. 46 lead in that one. Toyo gets the box on the board and makes it a 2-point game in the first half. Box trail by 4, Burris-Cook drives against Cromer, and the layup drops in. Well, Cromer wanted him to go. Pryor drives, kicks, McLean, NBA 3 good from Trey McLean. Boy, you just see Chattanooga almost loses a ball right there. And I think that's just indicative of how the day's gone. And there's the first basket from the floor. Effort on both sides of the ball. Burris-Cook into the lane and lost it. Whistle and foul. This will go against ETSU. You and I, we were talking about it before tip-off today, the fact that Southern Conference is already 2 teams with 20 wins, 2 more sitting at 19. 1 and 2 in the preseason, and Chattanooga was the heavy favorite, and it looks like they're going to get swept in the regular season. The the NBA three-point contest later tonight. Here's Pryor. Drains it. A 4-point game at the half. It has been all ETSU as McLean again.
Welcome back to Inside Chattanooga Basketball, joined by head coach Matt McCall. And boy, when we look at that schedule, at Samford, then at home Saturday against Mercer, and at Citadel, then tournament play, and you think, where's it all going?
Man, it's you snap your fingers. It seems like just yesterday we were playing at Tennessee in the first game of the season, and it's how it goes. And especially once you get to conference play, it seems like games come even faster. And an 18-game season, looking back on it, you think it's a lot of games, and all of a sudden you snap your fingers and you're towards the end. And it's been a long season. It's been a lot of ups and some downs. But, still a lot to play for in this year, and I think our guys understand that. And the experiences that we've gone through are all learning experiences, and we're trying to grow, and we're trying to get better, and it's not over. The book hasn't been closed on this season and this chapter, and we got to continue to make strides getting ready for Asheville.
The three teams we mentioned all wins the first time around, but I certainly wouldn't call them easy wins, would you?
No, I mean, every single night you play, in this league especially, this is as good as this league's ever been. And, Samford has lost a bunch of close games this year. They had ETSU beat at ETSU. They took them to overtime at their place. They went 4 overtimes at Wofford. So terrific team, and obviously came down to 1 or 2 possessions here in our building as well. So that'll be a battle. And then obviously, Mercer's such a good program. They find ways to win games year in and year out, and hopefully we can close it out this season, this senior class, this last home game of the year the right way on Saturday.
That's one of the things I want to really make a big deal about the Mercer game, and this senior class has accomplished things that a whole bunch of folks have not done during their 4-year, 5-year careers.
No, and I think obviously, 2 straight 20-plus win seasons. Hopefully this year we can make it 3 straight for those guys. Obviously they have accomplished everything they could possibly accomplish last year, with the exception of winning a game in the NCAA tournament. They've beaten high major teams. They've beaten SEC teams. They've won on the road at Dayton. They've done so much and accomplished so much. First game of the season, they beat Tennessee on the road. It's been a remarkable group that has obviously accomplished a lot. They've been through a lot. They've been through a coaching change, and each one of them have handled it with such class. And that's the thing I'll remember most about this group and this senior class was how they welcomed me, my family, our staff in, and welcomed us in with open arms. And we're able to accomplish something really special. And hopefully we can finish this chapter, this book, the right way this season.
Well, you talked about accomplishments and those kind of things, but it's a very unique group off the court. As together they are, 3 of them could have left and gone anywhere they wanted and opted. I think teammates were the #1 priority because I think they truly love and care about each other.
Yeah, no question about it. And I think anytime you have that connectedness, that type of bond, that's how you win. And, you can win 20-plus games, but if you're not a connected together group, you don't win championships. And to win at that level, to win at a high level like that, you got to be connected. And this senior class especially is that. And, it obviously started, when there's transition and change. The decision they made to stay when the transition happened says a lot about them. It says a lot about how they feel about this place, and it says a lot about their character and their care for one another.
That part of it, and I think the next step is how they welcomed new people into the program, whether it be McKinday London or Rodney Chapman or McCall Foreman, younger guys, older guys, guys on their level that they've kind of taken under their wings and didn't feel threatened or challenged or didn't get defensive, welcomed them with open arms. Not everyone does that.
No, and that's that's the dynamics of this year's team. When you're returning 5 guys off a team that was able to accomplish so much last year, welcoming new guys in. There's a lot of dynamics there. Obviously, we thought it'd be 6 guys with Chuck Esther as well, and let's not discount him and everything that he's accomplished at this place in this program. And hopefully his career is not over. It can continue to go forward as he continues to rehab and get healthy. But another player that can't be forgotten in this mix with this senior class because he accomplished a lot for this program as well.
I know there's games to be played, but I think the Southern Conference tournament's going to be pretty darn interesting and probably worth the price of admission.
It's going to be exciting. I think that you see that, I don't know who will be picked as the favorite necessarily, but there are going to be battles every night and 1 or 2 possession games across the board. And you got to be playing your best basketball. And anything can happen there in 3 games in 3 days. Throw out the seeding. Doesn't matter who's going to play the best for 3 games in 3 days. That'll determine who wins the championship and who gets an opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament.
That's Mocs head basketball coach Matt McCall. We'll see you next time on Inside Chattanooga Basketball.
Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. FSG Bank, a division of Atlantic Capital. Proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.